Hey, Sean here, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing why 99% of jobs are going to be replaced by AI eventually. And I think I'm in a good place, I'm in a good position to talk about this because I work in consulting. I spend a lot of time around creatives, so copywriters, designers, people like this. If you're like a student and you're thinking about a future career, I think you've got to think about this a little bit more than everyone else. If you're in your late teens or early 20s, you're just getting started in your career and you want to position yourself correctly, this video is more for you. I'll start by what I've seen. So, everyone, at least in consulting and in B2B, everyone's talking about AI, right? No one can shut up about it. I've been doing research within technology and software, specifically doing interviews, and it's like their number one thing that they're talking about. And it doesn't matter what department they're working in. If they're working on product, like on a software product, or they're in sales, or in marketing, or they're in operations, like it doesn't matter. Everyone's talking about AI. It's their number one thing, right? And they're thinking that, oh, well, if one person can do the work of five, then I can fire those other four people. They're doing that, right, without really understanding the consequences of it. Like a really good example that I saw recently in a news article, I think it was Taco Bell in America. They started implementing AI in their drive-through self-service. At first, it was going great, like they were getting the orders right and everything. But then over time, they figured out that like 5 to 10% of the time, they would get the order wrong, which was like orders of magnitude higher than a human. It's nowhere near being able to just like, hey, just replace all of your customer service people with an AI. Like it's not at that point. And especially when it comes to data processing and anything like that, where you need it to be right 100% of the time. Like think about like medical records or something like that. You can't afford to have your patient's info be wrong before they go into surgery. Like that's not a possibility. So yeah, so we're a little while away from it being replaced, but what is happening and where it is being useful and where I think you will be able to use it is in the analysis of information. So I think that the traditional consulting career of, you start out as like an analyst at a firm, I think those entry-level consulting positions will be gone within a couple of years. That's my prediction. And I think the reason is because a mid-level executive doesn't need that, right? They can just plug into the AI and have it do that work for them. It can have it prepare deck presentations. It can have it do market research, at least like at a very basic level. They can have them crunch numbers, set up spreadsheets, all these kind of things that like a junior consultant would normally do. A mid-level exec could just, or an account exec could just, have an AI do that. So what I think it's actually going to be bad for is, people who are looking for entry-level positions in these kind of corporate enterprise positions, like in consulting, for example, which is really bad because it means the only people who are actually going to be working, going to be the experienced people with experience who can use the AIs. Then that's like a catch-22 because how do you become that experienced person? Well, only by starting entry level and then gaining experience, right? But there's no entry level positions because they've been replaced by AI. So how is that going to work? That's going to be the interesting part. And I'm not really sure what the answer is. So the only thing I can say at this point is, the learning skills, like operational skills, like how to set up a presentation, how to set up an AI automation, even like things like at a base level, like computer programming, and, programming different programming languages, even like base level marketing, like analytics for your marketing campaigns, all of these operational skills, which are typically entry level kind of skills that you would like get an initial position for. I think these are going to be completely useless in like 10 years because they're the first things that the AI will actually be able to reproduce. especially in a B2B context. And what will be valuable is, number one, relationship skills. So being able to handle human relationships. So for example, like an account manager or an account executive, being able to like manage clients and keep them happy and do that like one-to-one relationship management. And then second, your basically prompt engineering. So your ability to use an AI assistant to do all of that operational stuff for you. So you don't actually need the skills of like how to run Facebook ads or whatever. You need to know how it works, and you need that business acumen, right? That general business knowledge to know how to make good decisions and basically be like a director of your own kind of AI team. Those are the skills which are going to basically propel you through your career and then allow you to get positions. It's that general business understanding, the business fundamentals, because the specialized knowledge will be, basically replaced by whatever, ChatGPT 17 or whatever, right? And I think the same thing is going to happen in sales. So right now we have you have teams of like 5 to 10 SDRs cold calling people every day. That will be replaced. Over time there'll be no need for that. It will be 1 or 2 people cold calling, and then them managing AI systems, which are basically feeding them all the best leads. People who have clicked on their website and posted certain things on social media, and it's all like insight-based targeting for the sales. It'll be something like that. I think the sizes of teams are going to shrink and shrink and shrink. And in order to be on those teams and be highly paid, you're going to need to be like basically an overall business generalist, like have a good understanding of business, plus be able to interface with that AI in an effective way, know how to get the AI, basically be an AI manager, rather than a manager of a human team, a manager of an AI team. Learn business, learn sales, product, marketing, operations, everything there is to do a business that you can, right? Get an understanding of how business works, and then learn how to interface with AI and how to use AI and stay on top of it. It's quite important. I think if you do those 2 things, you'll be able to protect your career and you'll be able to protect your position. And hey, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I won't. And if you're watching this video in the future, you can just tell me how wrong I am in the comments or whatever. But I hope that's useful. And I'll see you in the next video.